There's a bittersweet atmosphere on site of the building that collapsed in George in the Western Cape after a survivor who had been trapped under the rubble was safely brought out. The man had been trapped for 118 hours. The multi-story building was under construction when it collapsed on Monday. 81 people were on site at the time of the collapse. The death toll now stands at 13. It has been 5 days since the fatal construction site building collapse in George in the Western Cape. It is now well past the critical 100 hours mark as recovery efforts continue ahead. The building owners remain at large as multiple investigations are now underway, including a criminal investigation. According to Chief Inspector at the Department of Labour, around 90% of the 81 people suspected to have been on site at the time of the collapse are foreign nationals. The government has started reaching out to various consulates. Western Cape MEC of Local Government, Environmental Affairs and Development Planning, Anton Bredell, joins me for the latest developments. Anton, good afternoon. Thank you so much for your time. Really do appreciate it. Must have been really hopeful being able to remove another one of the trapped people in the building after 118 hours. He's alive. Can you tell us what his condition and state is at the moment?
Yeah, thank you, Oliver, and thank you to the listeners here. I'm very excited. We said after we passed the 72-hour mark, we said now we pray for a miracle because that's world standards. After 3 days, you've been rescue mode, full rescue mode for 3 days. But we stay into rescue and recovery mode. We have to bring in bigger machines to move the slabs, etc. But we do it with caution. We work systematically. The professionals, they monitor the machines, etc. And we were very excited when they pick up a sign of life and they managed to bring out a person. And I'm not a doctor, so we must wait for the doctors, but he was able to talk to us and he asked for water, so that's very good signs. So let's hope and pray for full recovery. And they've also made contact with his father and they will see how the two of them can be all together early next week or maybe tomorrow. So yeah, a lot of excitement on the site, but the efforts continue.
Yeah. How many people do we know to be still trapped in the rubble?
We currently sit with unaccounted for 39.
39 people. And so moving over to this, the investigations, the Department of Labour announced that they would also ensue in their own investigations while the police are currently also investigation. Has the site officially been handed over to the police by rescue workers and rescue efforts? And do you know if the owners of the building and the site have been located?
Yeah, just to get everything in perspective, it's a crime scene. So the police are on site, the engineers are on site, they do testing. We've hired independent engineers. They are on site doing testing. Labour is on site. There's inspectors doing. So there's a lot of people doing testing, looking at the different aspects of this building. And hopefully we will get soon a report that all the professionals can agree on, and definitely we will, the Premier made a promise, no stone will be left untouched to get to the bottom of this, but first our focus as the rescue people and the disaster management is to get to the 39 people.
Yeah. Any word from the owners of the construction site in the building?
To be honest with you, I think the police will obviously get to them when necessary, but I also think they first want to do a bit more of investigations on the site, on the reasoning, and they know who they are, so the police will contact them. I'm not interested in talking to them because the independent report I will deal with.
Yeah. And just lastly, as rescue efforts are continuing, we know that Gift of the Givers was on site the entire week, providing energy supplements and sustenance to the rescue workers for the ongoing recovery efforts over there. Can you tell us the stage of the recovery process that you guys are at the moment, and what other support has come along in the last couple of days?
Yeah, you must not hold me to this because it's a difficult operation. It's the biggest I've seen. It's the worst I've seen. But some suck around about 10 days, and obviously if the police and if we discovered all 39 bodies or live people, depends on, then we will hand the site over to Labour to continue. So that's where we stand currently. The people of George are just amazing. I mean, how they've opened up their hearts. Gives us the givers, you're 100% correct. They were there. I think they were first on the scene after the rescue. People, Lions Club, Rotary clubs, NGOs, the people of George who phoned and opened up their houses for people to come and stay, bringing supplements. And for them, it's also been a very long week, and it's going to continue because they continue to supply energy drinks, supplements, food, etc. And it's just actually wonderful to see how the people work together and unite around a very bad situation.
Yeah, we're going to have to leave it there. Thank you so much for that. Really do appreciate it. Western Cape MEC Anton Bredell.